How's everything? Happy holidays.
Thank you, sis. I'm good, blessed, no complaints at all.
Yes. Okay, great. First off, I'd like to say congratulations on all your success this year.
Thank you, thank
Yeah,
you, thank you. It's
of
been a
course.
long time coming.
Yeah, this year has been so crazy and with like everything going on in the world. As the year winds down, what has 2020 taught you?
2020 taught me so much. But I feel like the biggest lesson being that sometimes you just gotta let go and let God. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times I would be very controlling and just like my way or the highway, have to go my way all the time. And by the book, like I'm very structured, planned out person, but this kind of like took the world by storm, and it was like completely out of our control. I announced that I signed my deal in March, and then boom, pandemic hit in April, like seriously hit in April, and it just completely ruined every rollout plan idea that we had ready to go. And it just left me at a point where I'm like, okay, I gotta let go, let God, get creative, and just like understand that everything not gonna always go my way. I can't control everything all the time. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
maybe that's the Capricorn thing.
Do you feel like the quarantine like motivated you more to just like, yo, I need to put out music or something like that?
Oh, for sure. Like you had to figure out a way to still stay in the people's eye without there being like huge concerts that I was originally on, like Rolling Loud and stuff like that. The BET Awards, even though they figured out that they were doing it virtually, but either way, nonetheless, still trying to stay in the people's eye and stay productive and not lose the momentum that I was working so hard to gain with the pandemic.
Right. Okay. Now, girl, let's jump into the music. Your deluxe album for Queen of the South is coming out. I know you're
It
excited.
is. I'm so excited about that. It's like just a continuous of Queen of the South and just like elaborating more on that Queen of the South aesthetic and just adding a little extra sauce on it.
So yeah, what can we expect from those extra songs? Like what does it represent?
Um, I feel like it's gonna be okay. So for one, I got a big feature, and the feature is gonna like elaborate more on the Queen of the South aesthetic. So boom, that feature. And then the songs is like super southern. It's some real like southern beats, southern um, slang in the songs. Just the style, the lyricism, everything is like very southern, and it's like my introduction to the world is like, okay, she the queen of the South, bitch from the South, all this like southern aesthetics that I already kind of set up for myself. That's my lane in the industry. That's how I'm gonna attack the industry. So it's just like solidifying that spot.
What are you most excited about? Like the feature or just like you reintroducing yourself?
Um, the feature is big. I've been waiting on that too, but I feel like a feature is kind of like here and gone versus like the overall. The feature contributes to the overall aesthetic, the overall project. So I would say I'm more excited about the deluxe album as a whole. Yeah, I would say the deluxe album
Can we
as a
get
whole.
a hint?
But um, that's a hint. That's a hint that it
Okay.
that it like it contributes to that Queen of the South aesthetic.
Okay.
That's a hint. It's
Okay.
a very broad hint, but it's a hint.
Okay. All right. So I'm looking forward to it. So now you mentioned Gucci Mane and Nicki Minaj as like an inspiration, but who
Yeah.
else in the game or in your life you would consider an inspiration to you?
Mm-hmm. As far as like music wise, I can't. I'll be lying if I credit somebody else other than Nicki and Gucci. Um, of course, like I listen to other people. Like Gucci is just one of the many Atlanta artists that I grew up on, or that set the standard or set the tone for other artists like me after coming out of Atlanta. But like Gucci was always my favorite, so that's why I credit him so much. And then when Nicki came out, that was like my first introduction, first handedly to female rap. Like I grew up and was taught about Foxy and Kim and Remy and Trina, Gangsta Boo, Left Eye, like all these other female rappers that came before me. But when Nicki came out, that was like, I seen it, I felt it, I heard it. You know what I'm saying? It was huge. So it's really them two. I can't credit nobody else but them for like inspiration.
How about in your life? I know you said
in my life,
your role model. You have
yeah. When it comes down to like inspiration as a woman, role model as a woman, just like aside from music, is my mom. My mom is my superhero. She had me at 15 years old, still graduated high school. As soon as she graduated, moved to Atlanta. I was like 2 years old, 3 years old, and I seen her get it out the mud, come here with no family, no help, no job, just like get it out the mud and provide a spoiled lifestyle for me and my sister coming from nothing. So I say my mama is my biggest role model.
Okay, that's nice. And I noticed you have a tattoo of an ankh on your neck, the cross. And yeah, I'm a very spiritual person as well. Is that you grounded?
For sure. Like my spirituality, my religion, just having those people around me like my mom, my sister, my father, a lot of my friends from like elementary school, high school, elementary through high school. A lot of people that I have around me, I've known them for a long time if they aren't blood related. So just like keeping those things around me, that keeps me like grounded and humble and just like my sense of reality still intact, because the industry will swallow you whole if you let it.
Yeah. So. Okay. Now, when is like Mulatto her truest form? Like, when are you like at peace?
I'm in truest form when I'm like I'm not bombarded with anything music related. So this is when I come to my mama's house, she cooking, and I'm just laying on the couch watching movies with my family and just like spending time, like family time, because I don't get to do that all the time. So it's gonna be my truest form is gonna be when I have nothing related to music going on.
Okay. All right. I like that. And what do you think is the biggest misconception about you?
I got a lot of misconceptions. But the biggest misconception I'll say, and that I'm seeing a lot recently, is like me being conceited or like cocky, arrogant. Because anybody who know me, that's like I'm the furthest from that. You know what I'm saying? So I think maybe it stems from the reality show that I did, or maybe like my flamboyant personality. It can maybe come off as conceited when really it's just like confidence. And I'm just very outspoken. And I'm still young. People be forgetting I'm only 21, so I'm like growing into myself and learning how to go about having that big personality and stuff like that. So biggest misconception is that I'm conceited. I'm really so down to earth, so humble, and I can even be shy at times. Like I'll be like, conceited.
Wow, that's crazy. Do you ever read the comments and be like, yo, they're just wilding? It's not true.
Girl, yeah. And I'm not even gonna get on here and cap like I don't, because I do. And they be irritating me sometimes. I be having a clap day sometimes. Or sometimes they make me sad, or sometimes they make me happy. It's just like a range of emotions. But I feel like maybe it's because I'm still young. Like I'm still looking in the comments and stuff like that. And not even always a matter of like responding. It's just like sometimes you have to look at the comments to know like your audience and know how they're perceiving you. Because I would never know to like, oh, maybe you need to balance your big personality, learn how to balance it. If I didn't read the comments, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes comments is not always bad. A lot of times, especially in this generation and how they handle social media, it can be, but it's not always bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can learn more about yourself and like, you know.
Right. And it's okay not to get caught up in that social media, because sometimes it's so much negative stuff.
Oh my gosh, child, easy. Yes.
Yeah. So you're kind of like, I think you're the it girl right now, and not even the it girl for right now. You're here to stay because you're just on fire. Like you have longevity ahead of
Thank
you.
you.
Yes, no, of course. So how does it feel like hearing that?
I always preach longevity, so it's crazy that you said that word, and that word alone makes me feel like I'm on the right path because I always preach longevity. Because I've been doing this for so long, I feel like I don't never want to put in all this work and set myself up to have this like huge career for it to be like a overnight blow up, here today, gone tomorrow type of situation. So the fact that you think that this is some longevity shit going on, that just let me know I'm doing what I'm executing my plan. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But
Yes.
it's a fulfilling feeling. It's a fulfilling feeling.
And what do you want? Well, what do you hope your legacy would be?
I feel like my legacy is or will be, I'm contributing to this legacy right now every day. Is to just like be the voice for someone, especially the female, that was always overlooked, doubted, underestimated, and didn't have any help straight out the mud. Like I'm that hope for that girl that you can do it without having an attachment to a nigga name, a nigga saying that he made you, a man saying that he made you, or you like you needing that man to like set you up for 6 days. Like I literally did everything on my own. I'm not related to nobody in the industry already established or rich. I'm first generation millionaire. Like everything I've done it on my own. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm that voice, I'm that hope for the girl, the liberated, independent, boss bitch woman, outspoken woman that you can do it. You know what
Heard you. Yes, heard
I'm
you.
saying?
And you're going into your golden year. You're about to turn 22.
Yeah. 22 on the 22nd.
Right. So how does it feel like your golden year is usually like a big, big year? So
It is, and especially like everything that I've accomplished in 2020 thus far, it's like I'm setting up my golden year for like the perfect setup. It's like this birthday couldn't be no better. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I just know it can't be no better knowing everything that I've done already. It's like this birthday gotta be a huge celebration.
and you have your deluxe album coming out on top of it.
Yes.
So it's just like big, like December
Yes.
to be lit.
Lit. Literally, it's coming real soon in December before my birthday, so it's just more setups for my birthday to be just perfect.
Perfect. Yes. Thank you so much, Mulatto, for doing it
Thank
again.
you. Yeah, for
Anything else?
sure.
Huh?
I said yeah, for sure.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Anything else you'd like to add? Or
No, I just want to put heavy emphasis on deluxe, Queen of the South deluxe / extended version. I don't know like how I want to label it exactly yet, but I put in a lot of work for this project and learned a lot about myself making this project, and I'm excited for the world to hear it.
yes, I'm excited too, girl. So yes, congrats again and happy
Thank
early
you.
birthday.
Thank you.
No problem.